So
Yeah.
Dana, I have a question that's you tell me if this would work. Community guidelines, right? So the objective here is look at the review and see if it's in violation of the community guidelines. So let's
Yep.
face it, you are talking about taking a piece of text and comparing it to another piece of text,
Yep.
and then subjectively deciding this is in violation.
Yes.
Okay. Can that be done by using ChatGPT?
Absolutely. I have a prompt.
You have a
Uh,
prompt.
yeah, I'll give it to you. Yeah. In
Okay,
fact,
don't give it, don't, this is what I'd like you to do.
okay.
Take your prompt,
I've got a whole ebook I'll give to you.
pack it up with
Yep.
your ebook with the prompt in a zip file, and then we're gonna put it in your episode page
All right.
for anybody to download. Okay, so anybody listening to this, go to the episode page and download the ebook and the prompt. That's your way of plugging in the review into ChatGPT and figuring out exactly what is in violation, if it is in violation, right?
Yep. Yep. Yep.
Okay.
Great.
Great.
It's actually just that simple, really.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know.
Well,
Now the problem though, Nick, is that Amazon only gives you the last 100 reviews.
Yeah.
Right? Now, not us, because one of the questions we get is how far back can you go? Well, all the way. But you know, you can at least on the weighting system. So a couple of things that you need to know I haven't told you yet. Number one is that a 1-star review has roughly the same weight of somewhere between 10 and 12 5-star reviews. If you ask me, that is backwards. Majorly backwards, right? But the review system's not mathematical, right? So it's not just how many of these stars compared to how many of those stars gives you a star rating of 4.1. It's the most recent reviews have more weight than the older ones. They don't give you the exact scenario, but I know that Google does it this way, and I suspect they've got a very similar algorithm. You have the more the content in a review, the better the chances it has at being weighted differently, ending up in that what buyers like, what buyers don't like, right? In the AI assessment of the product. I think that reviewers that have done a lot of good, high quality reviews have more weight than other ones. But I've forgotten what I wanted to say now. The weighting is different. The number of star reviews. Shoot, what was the other thing I was going to tell you, Nick?
10 to 12 positive reviews.
Well,
Same
one
as
negative
one
is
negative review.
yeah, thereabouts. So, we were talking about Amazon only gives you the last 100. So, you can use a tool, and I've been toying with the idea of building this with TraceViews as a tool to help you download your reviews. But even if you can only get the last 100, that still gives you a lot of stuff to run through GPT and figure out how many are in violation. And then from there, you can read the review, compare it to the community guidelines. You know, if you're a whiz at doing prompts, you can take my prompt and then you can go beyond it, because when I built that prompt, it was like, I think we were at GPT 3.5 at this time, or maybe 3.5 and 4.0 had just come out. Now we're at 4.0, not 4.0, but 4.0, which, naming convention makes sense over at OpenAI. But you could take it and say, if it is not in violation, tell me what the violation is, and then get a little bit deeper on there, right? And then after that, it becomes persistence. Just, when you're filing a case with Amazon, just remember to keep all of your personal emotion out of it. They do not care what you think, right? Keep it to the facts, keep it concise. And another piece of advice I'd give you is write it in simple English. These are not lawyers, right?
Yeah.
That are reading that are reading these submissions. Keep it simple English.
Yeah.
And then persistence, follow up, follow up, follow up, follow up, follow up.
That's exactly it. It's yeah, and if they say no, don't let it go. Doesn't
Yeah.
mean no. You
No,
can
yeah.
no
No doesn't
doesn't
mean no.
no, in Amazon support system, no doesn't mean no.
Yep.
So you can keep pushing. That's
I
great.
I have this crazy theory that Amazon they're like the IRS. They automatically say no the first time because that probably eliminates 70% of their work.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I mean, look, I heard this from one of the former Amazonians who was on the show. He said the support people are their success is, I should say, their performance is measured by how many cases they are closing per hour.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of the times they just don't even do anything; they just close it.
Yep.
So because they want to make their numbers, and therefore no doesn't, of course, no saying no is the fastest way to close something. So
Yep.
don't take it at its face value. Well, this is great. So as a recap, there's two pieces of this puzzle. First of all, take the review, compare against the community guidelines, make sure that there's no violation. And if there is, and you can use ChatGPT in the process, if there
Yep.
is, you can file on brand registry, not on Seller Central.
Correct.
That's one. The other side is take the reviewer and then go check their profile and then see if they left the same kind of review
Yep.
several times, paying attention to all caps, buyer beware, and that kind
Do
of
not
stuff.
buy. Yeah.
And the similar kind
Dangerous.
of review on multiple. So
Yeah.
that's something that will give you the opportunity to file and say, look, this is not. And again, in both cases, whether it's just one review in violation or a reviewer doing it multiple times, those are the basis of your request to remove. The perspective is on how much this is hurting Amazon's customer experience
Yeah.
that Amazon is looking to provide, and therefore ruining their image. And that has to be it. So would that be the
Right.
summary, Damon?
That sounds about right. Yep.
Yeah. And make sure you download Danon's ebook and the prompts. That's going to be in the episode show notes. And go use it and enjoy removing. And keep pushing, keep pushing, keep pushing. Persistence. Even if they say no, file another one, another one.
Yeah. Yeah. And, and alternatively, if you don't have time to do that, that's ultimately why Trace Views exists, right?
Yeah, exactly.